No, boss.
Have you delivered the package?
I'm almost there, but I think there's something following me.
Listen, be careful, but make sure you deliver the package at all costs.
Okay, boss.
Understood?
Sure. Mr. White says you can fix this. So why do you think this is? Come on, Uber.
What is editing? What is editing? What is editing? What is the definition? What is editing? What is editing? What is editing? Editing, what is editing? What is editing? How about I just show you what I do as an editor? Then we can construct the definition together from what we'll see. Now, I'm gonna do this quickly. This is not a tutorial about how to edit. It's a tutorial explaining what editing looks like before we get to the definition. Let's do this. For this particular example, I'm gonna use a short film I recently shot with my friend. It's titled Anguish. It's just one scene, no dialogue, just actions. Allow me to make mention that in video editing, we deal with two major elements, that is video and audio elements, depending on the type of shoot or content you're working on. These files, they come with different options to choose from. That could be due to actors making mistakes, directors not liking the performance, camera angles, text, repetition of the same shot. So you're gonna have a lot of options to choose from. That is where the first step comes in, the selection process. So because of that, I have to watch each and every clip in order for me to spot those mistakes and pick the best shot. But I can either do it from here or in the actual working application, either DaVinci or Premiere Pro, whichever you use, but I'm gonna use Premiere Pro for this particular example. I have taken my time and previewed everything. For the sake of learning, I'm gonna show you some of the things I look for when making decisions on what shot I'm gonna use during this stage. So we've got shot one here, which is the wide. And if I play this through, you'll notice that the characters, they break out of character. So this is a failed shot. Shot one, take two. When the guy appears, right, the girl looks at the door immediately. For me, that doesn't add much impact compared to this one. He comes outside, right? She's still on the phone, and then she looks at him and then back at her phone. This is signaling some sort of, we were fighting. I know there's someone who's just stepped out, and then I look at him back on my phone, compared to this first wide shot where we see everything. Immediately he walks out, she looks at him and back at the phone. I'm gonna go for this shot as my first shot. Shot 3, take 1 was okay, but it didn't have character in it. She just looked at him and back like that. Compared to this one, shot 3, take 2, look at this. When she looks at him, she does the eye thingy that women do. Look you up and down like you're nothing. So I'm gonna go for shot 3, take 2 for her close-up. And for the guy's close-up, shot 4, take 1, he walks in like that. His face didn't have character, the right emotion, if I may say. That's why I think the second one works best, because he walks in with that eye contact, and if you pay attention to his mouth, look at his facial expression, right? It's different from this first one, where when he walks in, he looks like he's surprised in a way, like what is she doing? But with this one, he's walking in already upset, like I can beat this one me. Why is it Jazo? Right? That's why I'm gonna use this one instead of that one. There are shots like this one. It's soft. It's blurry. The character is not in focus. So whoever the DOP was, he did not do a good job here, but I'm going to save the DOP. This is one of the things that editors do. They save DOPs. Hey, the way we save DOPs. My lord. Hey. Okay, another shot. So this guy walks in, gets upset, and then walks away. I think similar to the first close-up, he walks in with a flat face. I feel there's tension between the two. So I'm looking for shots that are giving me that, you know. All right, what next? Cutaways. We've got a shot of the hand here. Now that I'm done selecting, I'm going to start cutting out unwanted parts like actors' mistakes or anything before the director says action. I am basically cleaning my timeline and putting things in order before I start the actual storytelling. This is the cleanup stage.
Take 4, shots 2, from 3 to 1, and action.
After this, I then start to arrange clips and put them together to tell a story. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this stage is what I would describe as refining stage. I'm gonna start with this first shot here, the guy walking in. Boom. Okay. Are we happy? Can we lock our offline? Let's see how this looks like. I think it's okay. There is a story. At this point, I'm going to start tweaking or adjusting the shots. You know, the guy takes long to come in, so I'm just gonna cut him here. Immediately we see the scene, something like that. Now that we're done, we have a story. We have made meaning out of the clips. We can see the tension and feel it to a certain percentage. That's where music comes in. Music is going to help enhance the emotions. Let's see what we can do. We have added sound. Now let's watch it with sound. This is not the best score, but you get the impression. Hey, new course editing. For those of you who are watching this, in case you have just skipped a part, this tutorial is not about how to edit. It's about what is editing. And we're using this process to just show you what it is before we even say the definition. Now that we have a story, we have locked the picture, and we have the sound, the story can be felt. Let's add some color to the picture so that we can give it life. that we're done with color grading, let's export and watch. 100%. Yes, yes, it's done. Okay, let's watch our final product. What you have just witnessed here is what we call editing. Now we can confidently answer that question, what is editing? By rounding up a few notable points that we can pick from the process we have seen. Let's open Word document and do this together. Question was, what is editing? In the beginning, I mentioned that we are dealing with video and audio files as editors, right? The second thing was, you saw me do the selection, right? I selected first. There was selection involved. Then there was clean up, you can pick that. There was assembling. There was rearranging and refining. All this was aiming at what? To shape meaning, emotion, and overall to tell the story. So this is what we've managed to gather from the process that we've seen. It's now time for us to write the actual definition of what is editing. I think we can be able to answer that question using these points here. Editing is a process of selecting, assembling, refining of video and audio elements to shape meaning, emotion, and story. Bingo! We have our definition. Now let's clean up this space. There we have it. What is editing? Editing is a process of selecting, assembling, and refining of video and audio elements to shape meaning, emotion, and story. Anything that comes before to shape meaning, emotion, and story, it can change. If you want, you can assemble confusion. If you want, you can assemble disaster. As long as what you are shaping is meaning, emotion, and story, the definition will be correct. Remember, the duration of how long your building is going to stand depends on how strong your foundation is. Don't underestimate the basics and don't rush them. Start step by step, and this is your foundation. In our next video, we're going to look at the editing process. Phase 1 and Phase 2, the story part from where it begins and the technical part in the editing software. The process will be explained step by step. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and don't forget to turn on the notifications so that you will be notified when we post new videos. Thank you for being here once again. Zigo Mwambiri, asante sana for watching. Till next time, stay creative and let's get crafting.